Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am here to discuss a topic that has been often overlooked but is of much importance to me: mental health in athletes and sports. The world of sports is celebrated for its physical toughness and the remarkable achievements, but the physiological well being of athletes is also an issue that deserves much of our attention. Sports is an area where individuals strive for excellence typically. They typically push their bodies and minds to their limit. And while we often only see the glory and their success and all their achievements, there's typically a darker side that's too often hidden from our point of view. The pressure, the expectations, and the stressors that athletes face are immense, and these can take a significant toll on their mental health along with also their playing career. One misconception is that athletes, with their physical strength and their competitive spirits, are immune to mental health issues, which is not the case at all. But the truth is that they are just as susceptible as anyone else. In fact, the very traits that make them excel in their sports can also make them very vulnerable and emotional. The drive for perfection, the fear of failure, and the intense scrutiny that they face, which can also lead to anxiety, depression, and other mental health challenges. Athletes often operate in a world of relentless competition throughout their teammates, families, so where they may feel compelled to suppress their emotions, which is resulting in a sense of isolation. The stigma surrounding mental health in sports can also be a significant barrier for athletes when seeking help or even trying to acknowledge their own struggles. And for this reason, this all needs to change. Addressing mental health in athletes requires a very multi-phase approach. Firstly, we need to encourage open conversation about mental health in the sports community, as long as athletes, coaches, and administrators should be educated about the signs of mental health issues and also how to provide support for their players. This can also include creating a safer space for athletes to speak out without having a fear of repercussion from their teammates, their fans, or their teammates or coaches. Secondly, we must prioritize prevention. Just as athletes train their bodies to prevent physical injuries, they should also be taught skills to manage their stress, anxiety, and other psychological challenges. Mental health should be integrated should be integrated into training and coaching programs. And athletes should be given access to mental health professionals who can also help them develop coping strategies. Thirdly, there should be a professional support system in place for all, both professional and collegiate sports athletes. This includes offering accessible mental health services, building a network of peers, such as teammates and coaches that actually know what's going on with them, and people who understand the unique challenges athletes face, creating an environment where seeking help is not a sign of weakness, but instead a step towards success in athletes themselves. Professional sports organizations and governing bodies must also play a pivotal role in protecting the mental health of athletes. They should implement policies that prioritize mental well-being, establishing mechanisms for reporting and addressing mental health issues, and trying to ensure that athletes have enough access for comprehensive mental health resources. The constant scrutiny and pressure that athletes face can be explained by the negative media coverage and public criticism. In recent years, we have seen some positive steps in addressing mental health in sports, such as high-profile athletes like Simone Biles and Naomi Osaka have courageously spoken about their struggles, helping to distinguish the issue. However, there is still much work to be done, along with Johnny Manziel and his recent docu-series about how everything went down. In conclusion, mental health in athletes is a topic that deserves our attention and action. By fostering open conversations, prioritizing prevention, building a robust support system, and involving all stakeholders in the sports world, we can create an environment where athletes can not only excel physically, but also thrive mentally. Thank you for